Quiet on set and in the control room.
No black.
Black. Thank you. Joe, we recording?
Recordings.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll, try to take it.
On this special edition show of
Let's preview the teases.
Beyond the Beltway, Appalachia and Trump's first 100 days. We take a deep dive into how decisions being made at the federal level are impacting people right here in Central Appalachia.
Government agencies across the country are being cut in an effort to reduce the federal budget.
We look at how these layoffs are impacting the economy of rural communities.
And while the Republican majority says they won't cut benefits to seniors, many residents are worried that they won't keep their promise.
And later in the show, the Trump administration is now making it easier to log or drill on nationally protected lands.
All right, let's slowly fade in the music.
On the prices you pay at the pump. But what's
Good.
for tourism in the state? We'll find out.
These stories and more coming up on our special edition of WVU News.
Take the teases. Take CG. Lose it. Let's preview Cam 2 with the logo in the back. Take CG.
Remember, we started a meeting
Lose it.
Here at West Virginia University.
All right, let's open up all the mics and make sure pick 2's in the side. Take CG.
Are impacting the local economy right here in Morgantown. Our
Lose it.
WVU News starts now.
All mics are open. Take Cam 2 and cue them.
Welcome to WVU News.
Take
I'm
CG.
Patrick Walsh.
And I'm Jackie Gunther. In this special edition show, we're exploring how the
Lose
first
it.
100 days of President Donald Trump's administration is affecting local communities.
Take Cam 4 and cue them. Hot pick. Thank
We
you.
start with how Trump's tariff proposals
Let's
are
preview Cam
impacting
1.
local jobs.
Our business and economics reporter James Daly joins us in the studio with the story. James?
Thanks, Jackie. Patrick, President Trump has paused most of his international tariffs for another 90 days. But in north central West Virginia, the threat is still having an impact.
Take Cam 1.
Tariffs
Perfect.
are essentially taxes on
Let's
foreign
preview
goods
his package.
imported into the U.S. But that
Let's take
cost
CG.
is usually passed on to the consumer, sending prices up. The Trump administration says they're implementing tariffs to boost manufacturing inside
Lose
the
it.
U.S. But so far, it's led to layoffs in dozens of companies, even some right here in West Virginia, where officials say they'll take a toll on local businesses and the taxes that fund critical services.
Roll, try to take it. Kill all mics. Take CG.
Major employers in North Central West Virginia announced layoffs. The Novella Solutions
Lose it.
plant in Fairmont and the National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health in Morgantown. State lawmakers
I don't think
say
so.
federal changes are part of the reason.
So in 2 days,
Take CG.
they announced 400 jobs were being lost in north central West Virginia. And that's all based on
Lose it.
federal policies.
Let's preview Cam 1 with James to return and put pick 3 in the back monitor. Thank you, Dakota.
For officials like Tom Bloom, the federal cuts are causing a chain reaction in the local economy.
And the concern is
Take
it's
CG.
instability, and people don't like that because they don't want to invest, and that's
Lose
the
it.
biggest problem.
We have a hold coming up.
Bloom says in 2024, Mon County's tax income dropped by more than $2.5 million from business closures. New layoffs due to federal cuts and tariffs this year, Bloom says, will lead to fewer businesses operating in the county, and in turn, less income to provide for critical services like law enforcement and senior centers.
What business is going to come downtown and take the risk factor if they don't know their supply chain?
Layoffs also mean fewer customers for these local businesses, and tariffs mean the customers who are left will pay higher prices.
According to a study
Take
done
CG.
by Yale University, these tariffs could cost the average American household nearly $3,800 a year. That's almost 5% of the median household income.
President Trump says his tariffs will help boost production in the U.S. and create more high-paying manufacturing jobs.
Let's open up all mics.
Specializes in international trade and economic development at WVU and says it's not that simple.
Take CG.
China and Vietnam, for example, they are very labor-intensive goods.
Ready up on cam
And
two?
they
Lose it.
really hard to produce these goods inside of the United
We got a hold.
States.
For Bloom, it's the uncertainty that is making his job harder.
And that's the biggest problem. We don't know.
12 businesses closed in Morgantown in January, and Bloom worries more are coming.
Take Cam 1 at Q.
While President Trump has set a baseline of 10%
Take CG.
tariffs
Let's
for
preview
most
Cam
countries,
2 with pick 3.
Chinese tariffs of more than 100% took effect on April 9th.
Lose it.
Experts say businesses who import goods from China will likely have to increase their prices to cover that cost, while they figure out if they can produce the same products in the U.S.
Take Cam 2 and Q them.
Patrick.
Thanks, Shades. In 2023,
Let's preview the package.
The U.S. Census Bureau says West Virginians spent 16% of their income on their groceries, Jackie.
That's 4% higher than the national average, Patrick. The state ranked last in per capita income in 2024, which means inflation on things like groceries is taking an even bigger toll here.
Reporter Madison Eli looked into how federal policies are impacting the prices you pay in the checkout line.
Roller try to take it. Kill all mics. Take CG.
$160 a week to feed his
Remember, there's
family
no
of four.
return. We're going
And
straight
with
to
grocery
Ryan's
prices
Lose it.
rise, he's already making adjustments to save money.
Things had already been
Connor
going
Square
up.
Take
Box
CG.
So kind of,
Steak
counting
style?
for that, maybe buying a little bit less of something instead of buying like, a
Lose it.
4-pack of something, maybe buy a smaller.
We got a quick CG coming.
Kind of making those
Once we see
adjustments.
Madison take it.
Economists say these price increases are partially due to the Trump administration.
Let's preview Cam 2 with pick 4. And we'll put pick 5 in the side monitor. Thank you, Dakota.
Paid by consumers through price increases.
I think
Take it.
According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, the price of eggs
Lose it.
rose 5.9% last month.
We have 50
Americans are paying an average of $6.23 per dozen, despite a decrease in wholesale prices. But it's not just eggs. A Yale University study says consumers can expect to see the price of food increase by nearly 3% in the coming months.
They'll drive up inflation.
Take it.
I mean, depending on how high the tariffs ultimately are and how broad they ultimately are.
Lose it.
There's always this.
All right, let's open up all mics.
Ralph says price increases will affect not only his family,
We have a hold.
but he's more concerned about his neighbors.
Eventually there has to be a ceiling where people will, not be able to pay for it. I mean, we're fortunate and, we have what we need, but obviously it affects people that are less fortunate more so than myself so far.
Prices on produce and other fresh foods are expected to increase first, making healthy eating more expensive. Madison Eli, WVU News, Morgantown.
Take Cam 2 and Q them.
With potential cuts
Preview
in
Cam
federal
3 with
programs
Connor.
like Medicaid or Medicare,
Looks good.
Some West Virginia residents are concerned they will no longer be able to afford their health care.
Reporter Connor White joins us live in the studio to tell us more. Connor?
Take Cam 3 and Q them.
Thanks, Patrick.
Let's preview his package.
More than 65 million
Take
Americans
CG.
over the age of 65 rely on Medicare to pay for their medical services. But in West Virginia, more than 75% of nursing home
Lose it.
residents rely on another federal program, Medicaid, to pay their assisted living costs, including nursing homes. While Republicans in the White House and in Congress say that these programs are safe, West Virginians who rely on federal health care are worried they'll be next on the list of federal cuts.
Roller try to take it. Kill all mics. Take CG.
Sundell Rehabilitation and Long-Term Care is a 100-bed facility in Morgantown, and 70% of its residents
Lose it.
through Medicare. Despite the White House stating cuts will not be made to the
Let's
program.
preview Cam 3 with Connor's return. And Cam 1, let's focus on Jackie. Take CG.
Scoot your chair a little more right.
About what you're going to do next.
Lose it.
When you run out of money.
Donna Tennant, the admission and marketing director at Sundell, says
Thank you, Cam 1.
she's concerned about how these potential cuts could affect the
Good.
quality
Look
of
into
care
Cam 1 so we
Sundell
can
offers.
focus.
It is really tough.
Take CG.
More to the right.
And I worry that it will get tougher as time
Lose it.
goes by with all of the cuts that we're anticipating.
Medicare started in 1965 when President Lyndon B. Johnson signed the Social Security
40
Amendments.
seconds off
They
the
aim to
package.
expand coverage to an underinsured senior population.
Take CG.
30,000 West Virginians are on Medicare. That's about 10,000 people.
Lose it.
per block.
Let's open up all mics.
That would affect over 19% of West Virginia's population.
We have a hold coming up.
People in the state who are 65 and older will be affected disproportionately.
It does give you a little anxiety and a little stress.
10,
But
9,
you know what? We're not going to worry about that till it gets here.
Medicare not only covers senior citizens, but also people with certain medical conditions.
Take Cam 3 and cue him.
President Trump has said he will not
Take
cut
CG.
Medicare, Medicaid, or Social Security
Let's
programs
preview Cam
for
1.
seniors. But a GOP budget resolution
Lose it.
approved this month in the House of Representatives would cut Medicaid by $880 million over the next decade.
Take Cam 1 and cue her. Let's preview the VO.
On his first day in office,
Mics are staying full.
Switch from calling her to Patrick.
Thank you, Cam.
programs that are federally funded.
Pan
And that's
down
having
more.
an impact
Focus
on
first and
research
pan
at
down more.
institutions of higher education.
Take the VO.
At least 90 public universities have had grants
CG.
ended due to the use of DEI language. At WVU, $12 million in research.
Lose
funding
CG.
to the National
Let's preview the VOSAT.
National Science Foundation has been cut for new and existing research. The
3 is
grants
good,
fund
thank you.
cancer and vascular-related studies. Some university professors say the cuts could set back research in the state for years to come.
Take the SOT. Take CG. Let's preview Cam 3 with Patrick. Lose it.
4 years, it's gonna be gone, right? And so, like, I don't know if you can start over at that point.
Yeah. The research cuts are part of a plan to reduce federal spending by some $4 billion.
Take Cam 3 and cue him. Let's preview his VO.
Organizers have held protests to speak out against those federal cuts, including one right here in Morgantown.
Take the VO.
Hundreds of people attended a
Take
hands-off
CG.
protest
Let's preview the VOSAT.
this month.
Mics are staying open. Lose CG. Let's put pick 6 in the back.
The Mon County-based group formed in January in an effort to bring local residents together to show their displeasure with federal budget cuts, layoffs, and increasing tariffs.
Take the SOT.
Switch to Cam. There are people.
Take CG.
Jackie's second
Always said, you know, oh, that's, I let it up to someone else, and it's affecting them now.
Lose it.
And more people, I think, is.
We're going to Cam 2.
Realize that it is affecting everybody.
West Virginia has seen similar protests in Huntington and Charleston this year.
Take Cam 2.
Federal
Let's preview the package.
include minority history are also being reviewed for potential cuts. Activists are worried these changes will impact history centers.
Mercedes Dykes visited 2 West Virginia museums that celebrate Black history and culture and brings us this story.
Roll track and take it. Kill all mics.
The Scottsrun Museum
Take CG.
in West Virginia documents the history of coal mining in this Mon County community.
Lose CG.
On the museum's board,
Let's preview Cam 2 with the logo in the back.
groups are represented in the story the museum tells.
Take CG.
So when you come out of there, and then in those pictures, you know, when they come out,
Lose it.
just black. So they didn't have wash houses back in those days. So when you come out the mine, you know, everybody's exactly the same.
The Osage Museum is one of about 20 landmarks of Black history in West Virginia. The Scottsrun Museum
Take CG.
from one of America's most diverse coal mining areas, such as the coals you see
Lose it.
that were used
We got a hold coming up.
But President Trump's executive order would add funding for the National Institute of Museum and Library Services. Last year, the NIMLS awarded $6 million to museums and historical places across the country, a majority of which focus on African American history and culture.
This is a bad situation for many people. This is white and black. But it's probably one of the worst times that we're going to have in our lifetimes.
The Kimball War Memorial, located in Kimball, West Virginia, is the only site in West Virginia dedicated to honoring Black World War I veterans. Dr. Joel Beeson founded the museum and says without these sites, much of our national history will be lost.
And that's why this
Take
is
CG.
so, upsetting and outrageous and, you know, and
Lose it. Going back to Cam 2. Open all mics. All mics are open.
All mics are hot.
the truth is important for all of us.
Trump's order also removed funding from the National Endowment for the Arts.
All mics are open.
Another funding source for art and history centers like Scott's Run. Mercedes Dykes, WVU News, Osage.
Take cam 2 and cue them. Let's slowly fade in the music.
Coming up, one executive order may lead to more jobs
Preview the
in
teases.
West Virginia.
And lower prices at the pump. These stories and more after the break. Don't go anywhere.
Roll track and take it. Kill all mics. Take CG. Lose it.
Cuts to an agency that could impact future forecasting.
Fake news doesn't just spread.
Take CG.
To fool you. Straight ahead on WVU News, I'm Claudia DeLima.
Lose it.
You behind the screen to show you how it's done.
Lose bug, kill music. All right, let's preview cam 2 with them standing. Thank you, cam 2, for having that ready. Let's put pick 7 in the back. All right, let's open those mics back again. We only got 20 seconds.
Remember, we have this toss into Reagan's package, and then you guys can breathe a little longer. Jackson, remember, just watch your feet and slow down to a little bit. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Take cam 2 and cue them.
Welcome back to this special edition of WVU News. Beyond
Take
Velvet,
CG.
Appalachia and Trump's first 100 days. I'm Jackie Gunther.
And I'm Patrick Walsh. The U.S. is the world's leading producer of oil and gas.
Lose it.
And the Trump
All right, let's preview the 2 box.
is making efforts to expand production even further in response to rising energy prices.
Patrick, these efforts include plans to loosen environmental regulations and an executive order to fast-track fossil fuel projects and nationally protected land.
Take the 2 box. Let's preview Reagan's package.
Reagan joins us from Studio B at the Media Innovation Center to tell us more. Reagan?
Roll, track it, take it. Kill all mics.
Patrick, President Trump signed an executive order
Take CG.
allowing more than 280 million acres managed by the U.S. Forest Service to be logged.
Lose it.
The Department of
Remember, we got those quick CGs to start.
Federal lands could be used.
All right, guys, let's move the camera for Jackie. Thank you.
As one of the top 10 oil and gas producing states in the country, economists say the changes could be good for West Virginia.
Let's pan down on Jackie on cam 3.
About the cost.
Take CG.
Hannah Phillips is a Pittsburgh resident who hikes multiple times
Lose
a
it.
week.
Take it.
And it just helps me feel more
Lose it.
present.
That looks better, cam 3.
Executive order from the Trump administration could impact parks like this one. It removes protections from national lands and could allow for mining, drilling, and logging. For energy states like West Virginia, WVU professor Dr. Ibrahim Fatih says the change could be a good thing.
Remember, we put
Take CG.
so we have Patrick's toss, the package, and then we go to Jackie.
Oil and gas industry,
Lose it. Let's preview cam 2, Patrick. Thank you for having pick 8 ready. Remember, Reagan obviously comes back.
West Virginia's oil and natural gas industry generated more than $660 million.
Take CG.
Spends more than $2,000 per year at gas stations.
Lose it.
This one. But Patti says more production in the U.S. could lead
We have
to
a hold coming up.
prices at the pump. However, these orders have been a cause for concern for people who rely on the parks for relaxation and recreation.
You want to kind of just look out and see the vastness and just see the natural elements, and I don't know, if there's fracking and drilling going on, I feel like you can't really fully be in the present moment.
All right, let's open up all the mics. All mics are open.
To a decrease in visitors.
A study by the National Recreation and Park
Take CG.
Association found more than 50% of Appalachian Park users are concerned about the future of regional
Lose it.
due to natural gas fracking. Patrick, back to you at the Waterfront Studio.
Take cam 2 and cue him.
Thanks, Reagan. While the
Let's
energy
preview the package.
industry expands, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration expects budget cuts of more than $1.5 billion amid President Trump's efforts to shrink federal spending. I took a closer look at what this could mean for accurate forecasting, especially during times of severe weather.
Roll, track it, take it. Kill all mics. Take CG.
Great job,
In
Patrick.
mid-April, hail pounded southern West Virginia. Days Valley resident
Lose it.
Aaron Kidd was out to dinner when the storm hit.
Take CG.
roof, it sounded like somebody was throwing rocks on the roof. And I thought,
Lose it.
is that kid says
All right, let's preview Camp 2 with Pat's return, and let's get Jackie. I'm sorry, yes, you're right, thank you.
No return. The local meteorologist.
Yep. Camp 3. I forgot to take that out.
President Trump's administration cut more than 1,000 jobs with the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, the parent of the National Weather Service, and implemented hiring freezes.
In the United States,
Take CG.
National Weather Service
I can't hear you, Cassidy.
20% vacancy rate, putting a strain on meteorologists and
Lose it.
like these to do their job properly.
We're going straight to Camp 3. We got rid of the 2-shot.
Says he relies on the NWS
It'll be
to do
Camp
his
3,
job.
and then they'll be back at the desk for that 2-shot.
Their way.
Take CG.
5 seconds left in
for
the
the
package.
critical information in regard to severe weather, and then I took that and ran
Lose it.
with what I knew and then could use that in the broadcast.
The layoffs have forced some NWS meteorologists to work 12-hour shifts. WRIC chief
Open all mics.
in Richmond, Virginia, has been in the industry for 30 years and says that can be dangerous for the public.
And when you start working on
Take CG.
9th hour, 10th hour, 11th hour of staring at radar time and time again, you know, some things might
Lose it.
slip. You might get slower.
All right, let's preview Camp 3 with Jackie.
More than 500 Americans each year are killed in severe weather events. And Bernardo says they hope reductions at the National Weather Service don't lead to more.
Take Camp 3 and cue her. Let's preview the package.
In support of or opposing President Trump's decisions online could come down to your algorithm. Social media algorithms are carefully personalized based on user preferences and past interactions. The goal is to keep you scrolling. But algorithms are also known to spread posts that elicit strong emotional reactions and often misinformation. Senior correspondent Claudia De Lima explains.
Roll, try to take it. Kill all mics. Take CG.
And one of 54% of Americans that get their news from social media.
Lose it.
But one thing she's noticed, more and more misinformation shows up on her feed.
All right, it's preview Camp 2 at the desk with the logo. Thank you, Dakota.
That ended up being completely false. It just wasn't true.
Take CG.
You're also framing up Terrell's shot too.
None of it was true. And a whole bunch
Lose
of
it.
out for nothing. The convenience of digital news can be unmatched, but there's a lot more that goes on behind our screens. Algorithms are what create a user's social media feed and rely on engagement to hold your attention.
Yes,
They
please.
monitor your clicks, likes, and even what you scroll past. Also, it can keep recommending you content, and sometimes they recommend you extreme political ideologies.
Take CG.
You're scrolling on social media, and a post
Lose
captures your
it.
attention. You spend 7 seconds on it, which is all it takes for the algorithm to recommend you similar content, even if it's false. Then you might decide to share it, which then pushes that misinformation onto other people's feeds. This topic was so widespread that it was a main talking point at
All the
the
cams look good.
presidential debate, especially after fact-checking was no longer implemented, which caused misinformation to spread even more rapidly online. Algorithms want to keep your eyes on the screen, and experts say that's where the danger lies.
So this is really
Take CG.
something that is not true, that it's them angry and kind of that rage bait, or it could be something that
Lose it.
confirms their biases that then they want to read.
All right, let's open up all the mics. All mics are hot. We're going back to Camp 2.
Which is crucial when it comes to curbing the spread of misinformation.
I know that I get a lot of fake articles, news, or just posts on my social media, and I don't fact check them. I just believe them, and I really need to start fact checking them.
Companies like Instagram are rolling out team accounts that help filter misinformation and harmful content and add extra safety features for users. Claudia De Lima, WVU News, Morgantown.
Take Camp 2 and cue them. Let's slowly fade in the music.
Look at how
Preview the
changes in
teases.
Title IX could impact female athletes at universities across the country.
Stay with us.
Roll, try to take it. Kill all mics. Take CG.
That is setting back gender equity laws.
Lose it.
Preventing female college athletes from putting money in their pockets.
Lose bug, kill music. Let's preview Camp 3. Pick 9 in the back monitor and 10 in the side. A quick break.
It's always on YouTube, on the web, and on the
All right, let's open up those mics.
A national national first place Emmy award-winning college newscast, taped at the Waterfront Studio at West Virginia University. Stay in the know, stay connected. Watch WVU News.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Take Cam 3 and cue them.
Welcome back. Between WVU and Marshall University, West Virginia has a total of 15
Take CG.
Division I female sports teams, ranging from basketball to rifle.
But funding for those teams
Let's preview Cam 1.
thanks to new Trump
Lose
administration
CG.
guidance on Title IX.
Sports reporter Terrell Thompson joins us now with more on those changes. Terrell?
Thanks, Patrick. Jackie. The guidance from the U.S. Department of Education came earlier this year, but universities are still trying to figure out how that impacts revenue sharing, or the schools that will not be required to pay student athletes.
Take Cam 1.
Title IX is a federal law.
Let's preview the package. Take CG.
To prohibit sex-based discrimination in university athletics. Under the Biden administration last year, the U.S. Department of Education said these rules apply to
Lose it.
profits universities made from sporting events and apparel. But the Trump administration is revoking that guidance, which can leave female athletes across the country short millions of dollars.
Roll, try to take it. Kill all mics. Take CG.
Morgan Burton is a former WVU swimmer who says paying for college
Lose it.
as a student athlete can be difficult.
Some of us
Take CG.
don't get scholarships, some of us are walk-ons. We still have to pay rent, we still have to pay for our books, we still have to pay for school, and so people not being able
Lose
to
it.
do that, even though they do want to continue to play the sport at a D1 level.
Preview Cam 1 with Terrell. Then logos in the back.
Athletes who are eligible for payments under an
Is Connor and James going on set after? Nope. Don't have time.
That settlement requires schools to pay student athletes who played from 2016 through today a portion of the revenue they made off things like ticket sales, TV deals, and apparel. A total of around $20.5 million per school.
Take CG.
All athletic departments to their own wits and their own policies regarding
Lose it.
We're going to start revenue sharing.
How they distributed that money was up to each university. In 2024, the Biden administration told schools that they had to split the revenue proportionally between male and female teams. But now the U.S. Department of Education, under President Donald Trump, says Title IX rules don't apply to revenue sharing.
Many
Take
athletic
CG.
departments plan to send most of the money they generate to football
Lose it.
and men's basketball players, while women's sports would see less than 5% of that share.
Under Title IX, the
We got a CG hold.
also require universities to provide
All right, let's open up all mics.
teams equal publicity, down to the number of social media posts about each team. Without those guarantees, Burton worries about the future of women's sports.
They do teach us a lot about Title IX and how far we've come from a sports standpoint, and I don't think NIL shows that.
The new provisions are expected to take effect this summer without the requirement of following Title IX rules.
Take Cam 1 and cue him.
Last year, women's
Take
sports
CG. Let's preview Cam
Division
2.
I league surpassed $1 billion in total
Lose
revenue
it.
for the first time.
Take Cam 2 and cue them.
Thanks, Terrell. Well, that's
Take
going to
CG,
do it
slowly
for this
fade in the
special
music.
edition of WVU News. I'm Patrick Wall.
And I'm Jackie Johnson.
Lose it.
Thanks for watching.
Take Cam 5 and kill mics.
No, just take the copy.
Take the copy.
Audio follows video to black.
5, 4,
3, 2, 1.
Take
Kill.